Hello, children. Hello. Diversity on the earth. This is the theme. In this theme, in the third chapter, we have started from gathering food to growing food. In that, as a part of it, you have learnt in my previous class about the gathering food, how he started his life, from stoop to erect structure, how he gathered food, and how much time it took to change himself. By experimenting everything in the nature he has learnt, I told you. In this process, later what he learnt, let us move on to the topic. Later, when he started hunting animals with sharp stone objects, he made stone tools, and this period was called the early Stone Age, as we discussed, and those were called as microliths. Later, they were fixed to the wooden handles and used as knives, arrows, sickles, and as weapons. They used these objects to cut, dig, and peel the skin of animals and bark of the trees, to use them as their clothes. They peeled the skin of the animal and they used it as their clothes, children. You can see the pictures, how they changed their life. You can see here the picture. While gathering the food, you can see in groups, people living. When he invented fire, he started to eat cooked food and learnt growing food near the tanks and rivers. They lived in the caves together and shared the food what they grew. One thing you have to observe, the children, they were not like us. We don't share anything with anybody, right? We can say that they were very broad-minded. They grew whatever that was shared among those groups, children. After some time, they started painting on the cave walls with the help of stone powder of different colors. Red stone, black stone. They pounded it. Ante danchadam. Danchi, okay, ground. Ante podi cheyadam. Danchi, and you mixed with animal fat and prepared as paint and used bamboo as the brush and painted on the walls. Archaeologists went on finding all these things and they captured the things and given us the proof that how they lived in olden days. With this study, archaeologists have understood the life of nomads or the early people in the caves, how they lived and the lifestyle. These hunter-gatherers in different groups were called as Yanadis, Chenchu, Koya, Kondareddy. You can see the paintings also, children, here. You can see the painting. And these people were called by different names. Koya, Chenchu, Kondareddy, Yanadi. All these names were given to different groups of people. The food which was hunted or gathered was shared among all the people. Women and children were also participating in hunting, children. Only men used to go for long and they used to hunt big animals, dangerous animals. Women and children also were participating in hunting and they used to hunt small animals like a rabbit, squirrel, such animals. Later they invented pots, children. As there was no storage facility for food, they had to invent pots and to cook also. They started inventing this with mud. Though they were hunters, they had so much respect towards nature also, children. They had great regards and gratitude. They worshipped trees. So to get enough food in future, they had great respect, children. You can see uh, planting more trees. Okay, when they cut the trees, at the same time they were planting more trees also. After thousands of years, at about 12,000 years age, he started growing food, children. The change in the natural vegetation made him to learn growing food. The nature himself itself taught him everything. The nature itself taught everything. This nomad to learn how to grow food also. He observed in the nature, he observed how seeds are going to sprout, and he waited for long time, and how these plants are going to grow and when it is going to be ripe, and when he has to harvest. All these things he has learned and protected from insects, from birds, and after coming to ripe, he harvested it and started using, eating. So for this, it took long time. He had to stay in the same place, and for that he constructed houses like huts using rocks, mud, and straw. Like small huts he constructed and lived for long time. He started domesticating animals also, providing fodder to animals like cattle, sheep, uh, goat, donkey. All these animals started living with him. They observed the plants sprouting and learned how to grow and protect from birds and insects. Different groups of people learned to grow paddy, wheat, barley, pulses, etc. He started growing all these things. They drank the milk of animals and tamed them to carry loads and plowing the fields. When these animals were tamed, he used them as for plowing the field, and he drank the milk of those animals also. They cultivated and practiced shifting of agriculture of different products. When he knew about the rice, then barley, wheat, pulses, all these things, he started introducing the Podu culture. Podu culture is nothing but shifting agriculture. This you are going to learn in future classes. Let me tell you what is Podu culture. Podu culture is nothing but shifting of agriculture, like different crops, growing different crops. Like you are growing paddy for 2-3 years continuously, you will get less yield. So to increase the yield of the product, shifting from one product, food product, to another food product. In this process, he is going to leave the field for some time, and he is going to fire, lighting the fire and destructing the field. And again he is going to grow a new food product there. If he was growing rice, shifting that to wheat or sugarcane or barley or pulses, like that. So this is called Podu culture. This made the people to life, settled life. For long time he has to stay there to get the final product, and he has had to live there for continuous life. So he constructed huts and lived there together. So they had to construct huts with bamboo and made a settled life. For this he learned cooking, storing grains. As I told you that there were nothing to store food grains, so he found how to prepare pot with using mud. He prepared big baskets, bamboo baskets, and mud pots. Even for cooking also it was useful for him. So with all these things, with these evidences, uh, for all these from different parts of India, you get it, children, especially from Andhra Pradesh, in Mahabub Nagar, Anantapur, Kurnool districts, even some parts of other uh, like Karnataka, Kashmir, and all. You see how he started agriculturing uh, and how he learnt all these things, children. This is how we can know much about this uh, growing food, from gathering to growing food, children. I hope you have understood this.